Morgan, Sheldon, obviously you saw stop the practice over there, had you guys skate. Seemed a little upset at times. Just was there something missing in today's workout?
It's just part of training camp, I guess. Nothing really crazy, just a misunderstanding of the drill, and you got on the line. It's a tale as old as time.
How important will it be to maintain focus? You guys, obviously, we know you have a lot of talent. Expectations are high, but as you go through training camp, regular season, keeping that focus where it needs to be.
Sorry, that puck was coming right in. It's important to keep our focus. Obviously, we have to use this time that we have right now to get sharp and to work on the things that we want to improve on, and just to kind of tidy up areas. And then hopefully by the time we start playing games, it's game tomorrow, game on Friday. You got a chance to get in some action, and by opening night, we should be feeling good.
What stands out most about Jordy Dang's game?
I think just his experience and his poise. When you played as long as he has, you just kind of acquire a calmness over time, a confidence, and he certainly has it. He just goes out there and he plays well. He knows his skill set and his ability, and he plays to his strengths. And he's been a good player in this league for a long time.
We talked a lot about Auston's shot, but Mitch Marner had 35 goals last year. I think he was at a 4-goal pace. What makes him so dangerous these days?
I think. He's got a great shot. He's a great playmaker, and I think it's just most of the fact that the goalie oftentimes doesn't know what he's doing. He's, very deceptive. He's a pass-first guy, so when he keeps it and rips it, I guess people aren't expecting it sometimes, but he has the ability to finish. He can take one-timers, he can score from distance, so he's impressive that way.
Morgan, what's the challenge for the blue line right now? When you sit around in the summer, you look at guys like Jake and Rasmus and Timothy and figure that they'll be in the mix, and at least for the moment they're all unavailable. Is that a challenge at this point in camp, kind of working a lot of new faces?
At this point in camp, you're just trying to get feeling good, and if you're playing with all different guys, guys have different line mates, different partners, so it's just on you to put yourself in a position that when opening night comes, you're ready to go. And I think, there's always challenges, there's always areas that you want to improve as a D-core or as a group of forwards, and I think for us, it's important that we concentrate on our D zone, we concentrate on our rush play as we're playing against an offensive rush, and we've been working on that. And the individuals in the room have been talking about it, and we've been trying to improve on that for a while. So I think we have lots of confidence in the people we have in our room, and it's on us now to go out there and execute and improve off what we had last year.
Does it really put more emphasis on playing defense as a group of five when you are trying to work some new faces in on the back end?
I don't think so. I think every individual has to be responsible to do his job. We're going to have guys in our lineup that can play the game well. We're going to play our structure, and I don't think there's a lot of overcompensating going on for missing people. It's just about there and doing your job. I don't think there's any concern over the personnel. We're very confident with what we have.
On that line, is there a sense of familiarity with Victor Matej because he played in Ottawa, Montreal, and with him as well with you guys because he's played against him?
Yeah, I think it's obviously different having him on the same team, but we know what how he plays. He's a great skater. He moves the puck well. He's been a good addition for sure. We've had a good camp, and everybody's out here. Right down from the top of the lineup to the bottom, we're all out here trying to get feeling good, trying to work hard, and earn your spot, earn your responsibilities, and he's no different.
Are you going to make a watch Auston's first pitch?
I think it's going to be pretty packed because of what Judge is chasing, and so there might be a little bit of extra pressure. He was talking about using some spider tack, so we'll get the umps out and make sure it's legal.
Are you guys putting some pressure on him?
I think so. I think you have to. I think you got to put a little pressure on him, and maybe he puts him in the dirt. That'd be nice.
Have you seen him throw the ball at all?
He's pretty good, I think. We don't exactly play a lot of catch, but no, he's a good athlete, so I'm sure he'll be fine. Might throw some off-speed stuff. We'll see.
What stands out to you about Matt Murray, Morgan?
Obviously a great career. When he was in Pittsburgh, he was obviously one of the best goalies in the world, and took them to cups. So I think he has a lot of confidence. He's a big guy that moves well. He communicates well on the ice. He can handle the puck. He's got a lot going for him, and we're very lucky to have him.
You saw Sheldon stop things over on the other pad there. Seemed to be upset. Was there something missing in today's practice, or what?
I don't know about missing. I think just obviously training camp. There's some skating involved, but for that one, just not really good enough from us. We know that drill pretty well, and he messed it up a couple times in a row. Obviously, he wasn't happy with it, neither were we, so made us skate for it.
How important will be maintaining focus throughout the season? We know you guys have a lot of talent, high expectations, but how important do you think it will be to kind of maintain that focus throughout the year?
Yeah, I mean, we have no trouble with it. It's never happened before, so we're not worried about it. And like I said, it's a drill we do pretty often, so we got to know it better. But sometimes stuff happens, doesn't go as well, and you know, we tried to advance that drill before, a couple steps before it was actual time. So that was kind of the misconception there and the confusion.
Mitch, after scoring 5 goals last year, do you set that as like a new bar that you could probably hit again, or would you like 140 or 50?
I mean, like I said before, I don't really have too many set goals on mine. I set goals that just go out there and try and help this team win hockey games. And if that's, you know, I think opportunity comes around the net that last year shot a lot more than trying to look for a pass. So I guess for situations around the net, just making sure I'm not just looking to pass first all the time. You know, trusting my shot and trusting that I can score.
What do you remember about throwing out the first pitch at a Blue Jay game, and any advice to Auston tonight?
Yeah, I was nervous as hell. I remember Marcus Stroman was there, and I was talking to him, and at the time being, I wasn't going to go on the mound and throw, just from talking to some of the Jays guys when I was there. They're telling me how scary it is, and that's a couple feet, and that's how people ground the balls into the home plate. So I was going to do it. Then Marcus Stroman forced me to do it, which ended up being a lot cooler of a moment, cooler of a feeling, kind of seeing, you know, how they really feel up there and kind of how lonely it is and how far it is. But I mean, he's a baseball player growing up. He knows how to throw a baseball. We were joking around with him saying, what's he going to throw tonight, and is he going to confuse whoever's catching for him? So he's American, he's in Arizona his whole life. I'm sure he played a lot of baseball, so should be too much worry there with him.
So Auston, you're bringing the heat tonight. What's your approach with the first pitch of the Jays game?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to definitely try to get warmed up before. It's been a minute since I've thrown a baseball, but I'm looking forward to it. The boys are telling me to bring some heat, so I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta see where I'm at later today with my throwing arm. Like I said.
Your dad was a pitcher, right?
Yeah, he was a pitcher. Yeah.
Does he have any advice? Or?
I wasn't much of a pitcher, honestly. I had a pretty wild arm, so I usually caught. But I pitched a little bit, but not very good. So.
Do you play any level?
Trying to get you to throw heat, and if you're not just trying to see something entertaining, maybe.
Yeah, so maybe embarrass myself. I mean, I'd like to think, like growing up playing, like I have a decent, like, you know, like throw. Like I should be able to get it there, I hope, but I don't know, we'll see.
Do you play any level of baseball growing up in here?
Yeah, I played Little League. I played like 1 year of travel baseball, but I wasn't playing much just because like hockey always kind of get in the way. But I like baseball. It was fun growing up. It was cool. Like my dad played growing up, so we kind of had something you know, that we really bonded over and stuff like that. But yeah, it was interesting to see.
Mitch was saying that he wasn't planning to go from the mound at first, but kind of Stroman put pressure on him. Are you for sure on the bump tonight?
I think you got to throw from the rubber for sure, which I think makes it a little bit more difficult because I've thrown from there before, and you see how like high up they are. It definitely throws you off a bit, but no, I think the right way to do it is definitely throw from the rubber.
Have you been charting? It's a big game down there too. I mean, it should be a great atmosphere. You've been charting what Judge has been doing this year?
Yeah, it's been pretty impressive. You know, I don't follow baseball super closely, but it just seems like in the last 2 months, this guy's hitting home runs every night. So it's pretty impressive, you know, just to watch that. He's obviously a good athlete.
Can you identify with what Aaron Judge is going through? I mean, chasing the franchise record for home runs as you did for goals last year?
Yeah, you know, growing up, my dad always told me that the hardest thing in sports is to hit a little white baseball coming at you 100 miles an hour. So, you know, it's pretty cool to see obviously what he's been able to do, and you know, the history with that franchise, and you know, just how far back it goes. So, like I said, it's extremely impressive. It's not easy to do.